right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you're all doing well and having a great day so far. Plenty to dive into today, plenty to discuss as we're talking about roster mania once again. It will not go away after the split one playoffs seem to be right in the near future. We have plenty of teams making changes as they did not qualify, trying to stay in Pro League. Some did stay in Pro League, but it's just simply not enough when you don't qualify for the LAN. So we've got FaZe looking to make a change, and potentially a change that they may have already made. Where's StayNaughtyy going to LAN? Where's Albralelie going to LAN? A lot of information came out yesterday since the ESA tournament that I want to discuss today. And of course, we also have got to discuss the state of the rank system for Apex Legends. All of that and so much more. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's jump right into it. First thing that I wanted to mention here, this is coming from Esports Arena. Last night, they did announce their Series E Apex winners. Congratulations to the team that secured the top 3 spots on the leaderboard, one being the Guard. So no big surprise here. The Guard is a very good team. Rambo is absolutely insane, and so are the rest of that crew. Now, Top Gun roster is a little bit of an underdog here, I think. Very good to see these guys make it up there. And then third place, 100 Thieves. Once again, not a big surprise. This was the top 3, but Rambo actually made a tweet here saying first tourney of the year, first W of the year. Obviously, they won, but you guys can see the entire scoreboard here. It says game 6 of 6. So this is at the very, very end of all of this. ESA did absolutely terrible in their own tournament, 9 points, but you can see big teams up here. You got, Mike and Ike, you've got FaZe, you've got your Dark Zero, your world champions, you've got your tripods, Mr. Nick Merckx, you got Signals, CLG, SZN, MPS with iMadness, 100 Thieves, obviously we've already talked about. So a lot of teams that we saw in all of this roster change. Now I was wondering when I saw this, what is FaZe up to? FaZe obviously dropped Albralelie. They just simply said it was not working out. So I found this over on Snipedown. He was actually playing with StayNaughtyy. Now we know, since the Cloud9 disband, since Cloud9 left the scene, we've all wondered where's JMeyels are going to go, where's StayNaughtyy going to end up. And a lot of people have been saying, maybe StayNaughtyy would be a good fit over here for FaZe Clan. And so Snipedown playing last night with those guys obviously didn't have the best of results, not even getting in the top 10. Is it arguably going to stay this way? Do they just need a little bit more practice? Personally, I think on paper, Snipedown and Naughty being on the same team, 2 controller players, I think they just really need that one cracked mouse and keyboard player. Is Slurpee the guy that's going to be their prominent third? Will FaZe continue to make more changes? I don't know. Maybe I'd like to see another tournament or 2 to see how they actually stack up against the rest of the squad. But regardless, I got to give a big shout out to Tripods. I mean, I love that Tripods is definitely, they're not even signed by any big org. No one's really taking them seriously, even to this day, really. And they're still just trucking along. You can even say they didn't really place in 8th, maybe even 7th. They did get a tie for 42 points here. Now, I also wanted to mention this. Albralelie said that he was trialing for CLG with Nano and Malice Mama. So once again, if you guys missed it not long ago, Albralelie was dropped from FaZe. Basically, Snipedown and Slurp just said it was not working out and they wanted to part ways with him. Albralelie came out and said he just did not want to IGL. So he said that he was trialing for CLG. Now, these guys definitely are not more of a known group of players. CLG obviously is a known organization, but the specific players that are playing on that org definitely not as known. And I think this may be a good step for Albralelie. I think he needs to get more into the pro level scene rather than the top pro names. Like, just because Snipedown is a big name, don't default to those big guys. Just get with a good group of guys that you mesh very well with, because we all know that you don't necessarily need to be a big streamer like Imperial How to be a top pro, right? You don't need to be like that upper echelon of class or high profile or anything like that. We all know that these guys are pros. They're very, very talented at the game. They're very good at the game. I just think Albralelie needs to relax a little bit and just kind of mellow out and just find a good group of guys that he really meshes with well. And hopefully this could be, I think, CLG in a decent spot there in 6th place. Not too bad. Let's see if they can also make some improvements as we move forward. Now, all of this, though, I was kind of wondering where TSM was and why they were not playing in this. Actually, we had a message from Hal as to why they decided TSM to not even play in these ESAs. I think this would probably be good practice as we, approach this LAN event in London in literally less than a month's time. But regardless, this was the message that we had from Hal as to why they did not want to actually participate in these tournaments.
They're not playing ESA because they're trying to just fucking finesse us with their... ESA used to pay us, all of us, like a bunch of teams to play in their tournaments, and now they want to pay us 0, play in their dog quality tournament with their dog teams for free. Like, yeah, okay, buddy. No, nobody even looks around. Nobody says except me when it comes to a lot of things in this game. ESA really went from, okay, we're gonna pay you to play in our really bad quality scrims or tournaments because we're forcing our challenger or whatever the you want to call them teams or sponsor teams to play in them. But next season, we're just not going to pay you at all or anything. Like, yeah, really, bro. You cannot impose like a payment to several teams,
they're crafting.
and then all of a sudden take it all away the next time it comes around. Really?
I'm gonna walk up to this building.
Especially when you already have like 5-6 teams in your lobby that are just like should not be there.
Somebody's actually close to me.
So honestly, I think he makes a fair point. At first, I was thinking, you know, what are the bad teams he's talking about? Because we've got big names, the Guard, we got 100 Thieves, MPS, SZN, CLG, Sentinels, Tripods, DZ, FaZe, a lot of good, really big teams up here. And then also Slept On, who came out of the challenger scene as well into the pro league. And I just don't know. I mean, but I think he kind of does make a fair point. You look at ESA only getting 9 points. They're missing a 20th team here. KHG with 4 points. A lot of teams, yeah, maybe they're not really worth being in this lobby. Is it the, you know, highest level of scrimmages? I'm not sure. I think definitely the top 12 or so are worth being here, and it's probably really good practice for them, but you're definitely not getting, you know, your time's worth out of the last 5 teams. So I kind of understand what he's saying. Then again, when it comes to the whole payment thing, it's kind of weird that, you know, would you always default to not playing in just because they used to pay you, but now you don't? I don't know, but regardless, it is a fair point to make, and it is very interesting to see all of these roster changes that are going on and all of these new rosters that seem to be trialed and tested out. We'll see if any of these guys actually stick and if they can find any success in the near future. Also wanted to mention this. You guys know former Team Burger, now Moist Esports. It looks like, you know, this guy's name is Loopy. He's got a ton of followers as far as the Apex community goes, and in his bio, esports analyst and coach for question mark. And then, you know, posted this signed contract yesterday saying, are you moist yet? So many people obviously saying, let's get wet, thinking that this is going to be a Moist announcement here. And obviously you love to see it, because I just love having Moist Esports in all of these other games. I've seen them in Rocket League. I've seen them in a couple other games. So it's just really good to see them in Apex Legends scene as well. I think a lot of people really love to get behind content creators that have such a big name like Critical. And then you also just got the situation of, like, you know, their whole meme, their whole slogan is just kind of like something that everybody can get behind and support. So good for this guy. Hope to see Moist obviously do very well at the LAN in London. Lastly, just to close out the video, kind of wanted to mention this. We've been discussing over on my main channel as well about the rank system and how bad it is. I think I saw somebody yesterday win a game, get 2 kills and an assist, and still got negative points regardless. They definitely need to make a change to that, because it's absolutely insane. Noko made this tweet saying, I wouldn't be surprised if Twitch banned Apex as a category, because it's just borderline gambling at this point. Plus 1000 RP, then negative 1200 RP, dying to cheaters and crap. I can't stop though, because I am addicted. So yeah, definitely showing the signs of addiction to gambling. Apex Legends got to fix their rank system nonetheless. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as always. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, I'll see you later, Gators.